Good morning. What are you doing? The washing up here at Rise Towers. God, it's Friday already. I can't believe it. Friday, the 9th of May. This is Rise. Welcome. I'm Iain.
Hello. Good morning. I'm Kate. We're here at our usual time from 7 until 8:30.
Then it's Rise with the fantastic Mel and Sue until 9 o'clock. You sounded very, very posh then. That was nice.
Thanks.
What are you up to the weekend? Anything exciting?
No, not this week. Actually, this week I'm going out for my birthday weekend because I fell asleep on my birthday night.
Through the birthday?
Yeah, so I'm partying. What about you?
Nothing. I'm catching up on a lot of sleep and probably, I don't know, going to see a film, maybe starting a fire or something. Where should we go around there?
No, let's go here. Hey, talking of sleep,
yes.
Did you see Wayne sleep last night fall off his camp bed?
That was one of the worst links I've ever heard in television in my life.
No, listen, did you see him fall off his camp bed? It was funny.
Yes, I did. It was absolutely hilarious.
Did you see Catalina get the boot?
Oh, Kat got voted out.
Unlucky.
Yesterday, me and Uri were telling you to be nice to her, and you all voted out. Let's have a look at her getting the boot. Unbelievable.
The British public have decided the next celebrity they want to get out of here is... Catalina.
Happy though, is she? She's blagging it.
Yeah, you're saying that she's looking happy there, but I don't think she's happy. She wanted to win it.
No, it's one of those things that everyone does when they get voted off.
We'll be talking about that with the legend himself. Uri Geller is in the house. So there he is, sir. Good morning, sir. You're right.
Hi, Uri.
Here's what else we've got lined up for today's action-packed show.
This morning on Rise, Dougie's waking up in the house of changing room star Oliver Heath. We talk to Denmark's latest export hip-hop outfit Outlandish. And the stars of Kangaroo Jack are here in the studio.
Oh, it's a busy action-packed show. Tell you what else we've got on the show. We have Mindy Babano all the way from LA. She's seen The Matrix 2. We'll be finding out about
Mindy.
that. Three of Britain's finest basketball freestylers are going head-to-head. They're here. Good morning, gentlemen. And we're going to get the lowdown on new movie Old School, starring Luke Wilson in the Entertainment Report. I love it.
Fabulous. I'm just going to look at the clock. It's just gone 7 o'clock, and here's Zora with the news and weather.
Good morning, I'm Zora Suleiman. It's Friday, May the 9th. Now, here are the top stories this hour. A man has been charged with the murder of 18-year-old Laura Thorne. The teenager vanished after a night out in North Lincolnshire last week. Her body was found in a haystack in Nottinghamshire on Wednesday. She'd been strangled. 31-year-old Guy Beckett from North Lincolnshire is due in court later. Stateside, and a man's critical after a stunt goes horrifically wrong. 18-year-old Paul Smith leapt from the roof of a 5-story building in Florida. He was meant to land in a swimming pool, but hit the side instead. He was airlifted to hospital with several shattered bones. Police warning that missing Daniel Entwistle may never be found. Daniel vanished from his home in Great Yarmouth on Saturday. Detectives say the 7-year-old who couldn't swim may have fallen into the river and his body swept away. 3 Brits have been charged over that suicide bomb blast at a pub in Israel. The man and 2 women, all from Derbyshire, are due in court today. They've been charged under the Terrorism Act over failure to disclose information. 4 people died when a Brit blew himself up in Tel Aviv. Sport now, and Strathclyde police investigate a suspected sectarian attack on Celtic footballer Neil Lennon. The player was injured when he confronted 3 men in Glasgow that apparently kicked his car and had shouted abuse at him. Last year, the Northern Ireland star quit international football after receiving death threats. And today's weather, dry and bright almost everywhere. Wet in Scotland and in Ireland, though. Now, this afternoon, highs are 16 degrees Celsius in Norwich, but just 9 in Edinburgh. That's the latest for now. We bring you the news first, so I'll be back with a full update at 7:25.
Thank you so much for the news. I've got to say, before we move on to the next thing, I love the people that come to this show. This girl has got the best T-shirt. Let's see your Goonies T-shirt. We were talking about the Goonies last week.
Yeah,
fantastic
it's the
T-shirt.
best T-shirt of the day.
I want one, please. That's brilliant. Thanks for that. Anyway, sorry. It's now time for Date Kate's Mates. We're going to meet the latest of Kate's chums looking for love via the medium of the TV. Now, yesterday, Nathan decided he found Mr. Right in Rob. There they are, looking a bit cosy. Don't know where his hand's gone. Now, who are we saying hello to today, Katie?
I say hello to Phil. This is Iain, Phil.
Hello, Phil. Nice to meet you, mate. Let's shake hands. Just get this gentlemanly sorted out.
Now, Phil's charming and he's single and he's a bit outrageous. He's a bit of a crazy guy. He's looking for love, aren't you, Phil? Actually, I don't know if you're looking for love.
Something.
You're
Bedfellow.
You're looking for what?
Well, I've got a quote from you. The reservoir of women is drying up. That sounds a little unpleasant.
That's what you say.
Now, how do you two know each other?
We met at the Big Brother winners party. Duncan from Blue is friends with Phil, and he was there.
I'm a big fan of Duncan from Blue. I think he's quite dreamy. Nothing, nothing sexual. I just think he's very dreamy and would like to hang out with him. Well, Duncan, if you're watching, we'll sort that out a little bit later on. I want you to take Trisha for me. I want to go around his house and watch Trisha. Now, listen.
It's crazy. So he introduced us and we just kept bumping into each other, didn't we? It's like showbiz parties.
Now, Phil.
As you do.
Kate's quite fit. Do you fancy her?
Well, I actually think it's the other way round, to be honest.
Kate, have you got the hots for him? There's some sexual tension between the two of you, isn't there?
I'll probably hang out at the back of Kate before the end of 9 o'clock, but we'll deal with it later.
No, listen, Phil's a lovely guy, but I've got a boyfriend.
Okay.
So don't be naughty.
We know, we all saw you snogging him. Now listen, Phil, what's the current state of your love life?
It's not the best, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. I'm single.
Oh, mate.
Why are you single now? You were going out with a girl before. I know, I expect you.
That's
what happened?
When we last met, I was going out with a girl. Last time I saw Kate, I went up to her and she was stood there and I was stood there. I said, Kate, how you doing? Like I am to you now. She was so smashed. She looked at me straight in the face. She couldn't even speak. Yeah. She looked at me, she didn't even
She was like that on yesterday's show. Yesterday's show, couldn't get a word out of her. It was unbelievable.
That was in the K-bar.
I don't remember that.
You were on someone's piggyback and then you got off and I said, Kate, hi, how you doing? And you...
Oh, God, in Bournemouth!
Yeah.
Oh, my God. See, I don't even remember.
You know what? Kate's been here 3 weeks. This is the end of her 3rd week. I already know 16 stories about her being drunk or being naked somewhere. It's amazing.
Back to Phil. Listen, when was your last time?
No, let's stick on this one for a second.
She was so levered. She was so levered, yeah? She went to move and she stood there like this. She went to move and she went down on one knee. 2 guys went and picked her up and they just carried her out and that was it. It was about 30 seconds.
Listen, Phil, why do you think you're having such a run of bad luck with the ladies?
Why do you think you're having such bad luck?
Is it because you just embarrass them too much?
No, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, it's not going really. I mean, I'm not hanging out desperate, but it could be better. I mean, something like this is perfect, where you actually get to pick and choose. And...
Well, exactly. Well, Kate does more of the picking and choosing. It's got to be said. Kate, what kind of woman do you think Phil needs?
A patient one that is able to put up with his rudeness.
Yes, one that's got the
Phil
power
is very rude, and he hangs around with he's one of those mates guys. So the girl's got to be able to put up with him going out with his mates all the time. And Phil, you're quite specific in what woman you go for.
What are you after? Give us the rundown.
I'm not specific in the woman I go for. I'm specific in the woman that I choose not to spend time with.
Okay, so let's get this out of the way. So if you're watching this, you're thinking you want to apply to him. These are the women you don't want.
Okay, if you're from Bexley Heath, you're out. If you like Reebok classics, white out. Sovereign rings, perms, wax on the hair, acne, bifocals.
I've also got on this list your words.
You're not welcome.
Gingers and fat lasses. Now they are Phil's
You're 2
own
stone
words.
overweight. Don't even bother calling. You're not welcome.
Now listen, we've got a word of warning for anyone who's thinking about getting in touch. If you are thinking of making a call or dropping us a line, just have a look at this first of all. That is Phil's bare bum.
Very good.
And that was sent in by his sister Vicky. Thank you, Vicky. The nation had a right to know.
And we couldn't pass without a quick word from the man who introduced me to you, Duncan from Blue. I believe he's on the line. Good morning, Dunk.
Oh my goodness! He sounds like the most evil man in the world. Duncan from Blue is in a castle on the top of the mountain, stroking a cat, thinking, right, once I've done this, I'm going to take over the world. Let's just sort this out.
Hi, Dunk.
Can I just say, what are you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing, mate?
Duncan, how you doing?
Good morning, Miss Lawler.
Did you hang out with Kate?
Listen, before we let the women of Britain get their hands on Phil, is there anything you want to tell us about, tell everybody about Phil that we don't already know?
Yeah, well, Phil likes to make out he's a bit of a stud, but really, he's got a bit of a fetish for earlobes.
Earlobes? He's a kinky...
Stroke his earlobes.
Oh, Duncan, thank you very much.
Duncan, can you do me a favour? It's Iain here. Could you take Trisha for me, and I'll pop round later and watch it? Is that all right?
All right, Iain.
Yes, wicked. I'm with Duncan's friends.
Duncan, thanks very much. Wish him luck.
Bye, boys.
That was Duncan from Blue.
Now, if you think that you're woman enough to date my friend Phil, I think most women will be scared at this point.
Yeah, I think they're terrified.
You did say you like a girl with a big chest, yeah, as well? That's
not a problem.
It's not a problem.
What's the address? How do
You
we get
can
in touch?
send your picture to Date Kate's Mates, Rise, P.O. Box 39666, London W2 4XL. Get a pen, or you can email to datekatesmates@risetv.co.uk, or even text us Rise plus your message to 83188. And the best lasses will be joining me on Monday, and Phil could pick you.
Nice one, Phil. Best of luck. Listen, a new movie starring Luke Wilson, Old School, is out today. Here it is in the Entertainment Reports.
Old School arrives on our screens today and offers cinema goers a twist in the teen movie tale. We caught up with stars Will Ferrell and Luke Wilson to find out more.
It's a coming-of-age story.
Right. A journey, if you will. 3 friends who set out trying to maybe rediscover their youth.
I just thought we were just having a small get-together. This is a small get-together. I'm going again, baby! We're going streaky! Yeah!
Gangster rapper Snoop Doggy Dogg also makes a star appearance.
Old school for me would be originality, style, flavor, where people dressed, where it was about having fun. Good times.
We had to ask his co-stars what it was like working with him and whether it upped their own crib cred.
You feel like you're in a video when you're hanging around with him because there are 20 of his guys around him and 30 or 40
This
girls.
motorcade pulls up.
Yeah, motorcade of like Cadillacs and Mercedes.
So you're a little intimidated by the whole.
Yeah. On the streets now, he's more feared than 50 Cent.
Radio's equivalent of the Oscars took place last night. The Sony Awards brings together a host of top presenters, supplies them with free beer, and then steps back in the hope they don't tear each other apart.
There have been a few punch-ups here in the past, and normally it's Kiss FM versus Capital, usually.
I don't know if Sarah Cox is here, but I imagine she's probably a booze hound. I don't know about Zoe Ball. I don't know if she's put behind her ladette days, but certainly I imagine she will be chundering. As from the likes of me, no, I'm a serious broadcaster, so it'll be probably myself, Terry Wogan and John Peel, just having a sophisticated chat about broadcasting past and present.
As far as I know, there is no bitterness or rancour in the world. You must ask Jonathan Ross if there's any rancour, because he has an amusing way of pronouncing the word. But as far as I know, everyone's very even-spirited here.
So perhaps no fights then, but with trophies up for grabs, competition was fierce.
I come here because I like things made out of glass or brass or stone, and I just need to have them. I'm like Muttley from Catch the Pigeon. Medal. I'm just in it for the medals.
I enjoy that all. I really enjoy pulling the false face, when they win, and you've got to kind of look like you're really pleased for them. But secretly, you've got a friend out there, putting the windows through.
I'd just like to apologise to Ricky Gervais, who's perhaps Britain's funniest man, for spelling his name wrong there in that VT. Do apologise for that.
Shoddy. Now it's time for today's Text to Win competition. You could be the proud owner of a copy of Die Another Day Special Edition and a DVD player to watch it on.
You'll also win a Bond poster signed by Pierce Brosnan himself. Now, to stand a chance of winning, just text us the correct answer to the following question. James Bond was named after the author of a book called A Field Guide to the Birds of the West Indies.
If you think it's true, text T to 84188. If you think it's false, text F to the same number, 84188, and we'll pick a winner from the correct text we received during the break.
Now, still to come on today's action-packed rise, the latest from Down Under as we get up to date with I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And sticking with Oz, we're joined by the stars of Kangaroo Jack. We'll see you in a minute. Hello there, good morning.
I like a secretary.
I'm really, really sweaty today. If anyone is offended by sweats, then please, I apologise sincerely. I can't do anything about it.
I'm sorry on behalf of Iain as well.
Anyway, welcome back to Rise, Friday the 9th of May. I am sweaty Iain.
And I am clean and lovely Kate.
You say clean?
Later on, we'll be joined by hot new Danish boy band Outlandish.
Now, we're talking to Mindy as well, the latest LA gossip. But before that, before the break, we gave you the chance of winning a DVD and a DVD player and a signed poster. All you had to do was answer this simple question. The question was, James Bond was named after the author of A Field Guide to the Birds of the West Indies. True or false? The answer is, in fact...
It's true. The book is also featured in the newest Bond film, Die Another Day, when Bond poses as an ornithologist.
It's where the bloke who wrote it got the idea for the name James Bond. There you go. And the winner is David from Manchester. Well done, you won those superb prizes. Excellent stuff. In fact, this is where it appears in the film. Have a look at this clip.
And of course, the richest Westerners.
You spot it there? It was right by the massive giant arrows. Once again, David from Manchester, well done, you have won. Now it's time to look at the papers. We've retired to the office where it's normally cooler, but it's boiling in here today.
Because you're sweaty, Iain.
It's going to be a good weekend. I'm so excited about the weekend. The front page is Daily Telegraph. Martin stays in prison to stave burglars. Tony Martin had an appeal yesterday and that was quashed. It's a good word, quashed. The Daily Express Same story. I shot a burglar. Now let me out of here. The clever way they've interwoven topical stuff with that story. And The Sun, suicide at Beckham Mansion. The previous owner of the place that the French mansion that David Beckham is buying apparently committed suicide, and he's buried on the premises.
Oh my
and the
goodness
Daily
me.
Star, cat's naked romp in the bush. That's what she's famous for. If you hadn't known, ladies and gentlemen, it's for that. That's why I love her. She's a good lady. I feel she got a bit of a knocking on that show. Anyway, we'll talk about that with Gellert later on. What's happening inside the papers?
OK, a bunch of students have proved that monkeys can't write Shakespeare.
Hang on, what? Some students have proved that monkeys can't write Shakespeare.
Yeah, they've proven it by spending £2,000 of the public's money. They got a grant and they put a computer in a monkey enclosure for a month and proved that they can't write Shakespeare.
Because this is the thing, is that saying, isn't it? If you put an infinite number of monkeys in a room and leave them for an infinite number of days, eventually they'll come up typing Shakespeare. But what they did here, they had something like 6 monkeys for a month. Nowhere approaching infinite. I like Jeff Cox, the university lecturer who did this. The aim was to show animals cannot be reduced to the level of random processes. The joke is not on the monkeys, but on the theory itself. He's blown $2,000 on that.
Yeah, I know.
What does that mean?
All they did was come up with loads of S's and S's and S's and F's and H.
And this is the cheekiness of it. The macaques, they're going to compile a book of the monkey's writings.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? Everyone's going to go and buy that, monkey's writings.
Just loads of S's. I'm not sure about that.
My favourite was Mickey Dolenz. What's the next story?
Right, the next story.
Thank you.
You know, William Shatner, the original Captain Kirk in Star Trek.
Oh, the governor. TJ Hooker as well, of course.
He's been taken to court by one of his ex-wives. But guess why? It's not because, you know, he owes her loads of money and she wants the house and she wants the dogs and the car. Basically, he's a well-known horse breeder.
Yes.
Now, his ex-wife basically has a commitment with him. He has to give her fresh semen samples every year from his horses.
From his horses?
From his horses. And he's stopped doing it.
Can we just see the picture? Can we see that shot of the paper again? Because there's a brilliant picture of his wife there. Marcy Lafferty Shatner wants fresh horse semen. I never want a picture of me in a paper with that phrase underneath it, to be honest.
No, I wouldn't. But apparently Mrs. Lafferty finds it unacceptable that he's only giving her frozen product instead of just cool format.
I can see you're quite embarrassed by talking about horse seed, aren't you?
Yes.
It makes you slightly uncomfortable.
Well, no, it doesn't really. I'm just amused at this.
The question I have to ask is, how does Shatner get it? Does he have to boldly go where no rancher has gone before? That's the thing, isn't it? Listen, I think we should have a look at the caption competition.
Certainly.
This is a great this is a great picture. I'm really getting into I'm a Celebrity.
So am I, and I
I'm
didn't
loving
think
it.
I would either.
It's Catalina, isn't it? It's Catalina and the Fash. Now, they're either doing some exercises or they're just eating something that Anthony Warren Thompson's cooking and they're throwing up violently in the jungle. I don't know. But you can come up with a caption for that. Give us a call, 0207 221 4444, or you can text us 83188. Don't forget to put the word RISE before your message.
I actually thought that was Linda Barker, but no, it's Catalina. It was Catalina.
Maybe. I think it is Catalina, yeah.
No, well, while the celebs have been sweating out in the jungle, Dougie's been screaming, "You're a celebrity, let me in there," and catching up with stars in their own homes. And last night he met up with Oliver Heath. Phone's ringing.
Phone's ringing.
Oliver Heath's the designer on changing rooms and he's presenter from House to Home. Let's take a look at how they got on.
Oh, hi, is that Oliver?
It is.
Oliver, it's Dougie here.
Oh, I was going to come and let you in.
Oh, okay, mate, thanks. Don't know if you noticed kind of the urban landscape here, the graffiti. No doubt some would claim it's Baroque, but I have no idea what that actually means.
Hey,
hi, mate, how's it going?
Dougie.
Nice. It's okay just to come in and come over?
Come in.
Look at this, the indoor swing.
Yeah.
When did you put? Can I?
Yeah, go. You
Oh,
gotta go
mate, this is the dream of kids.
You gotta
past.
go high. You gotta go big time. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
You really gotta get going.
I can see what's happening
You
here.
gotta.
I know it's frames, but with no pictures. What's the?
Oh no, I just like
there?
the frames. I just sort of found them and I just think they're better on the wall than knocking around the rest of the flat. So.
Smiley, Llewellyn Bowen.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
I
just
don't
looking
that's
down.
really what I need for.
It'd be one of those things. No matter where you are in the room, Smiley.
Always
looking.
watching you.
And
Yeah.
Bowen, you can't see his eyes, just big cuffs. Those big famous
I feel like
cuffs.
that frame, wouldn't it?
And, what on earth? What's this?
That
thing
is
here?
half a cycle rickshaw that I had made for me in Jaipur in India and carried back because I thought I just liked all that kind of decorative scroll work and everything, don't know?
Right.
So that was.
Is that the kind of thing you'd find, see, at Carol Smiley's house? Would you imagine?
I wouldn't really be invited round. I tell you what, that's probably her now.
Okay, pass on.
I'll ask her. Hello, Carol. Yes, we've got a chair here. I want to know if it's like the one at your house. Yes, she says it is.
Carol, I just want to say I think you've done marvellous work since your Wheel of Fortune days. Keep the Scottish end up. Bye-bye, darling.
These are the bedrooms.
Okay.
Yeah, they're based kind of around a sailing experience I had, so they're a bit like boat hulls.
They look like massive big vats, like whiskey vats or something.
Yes, this one is now full of whiskey. Actually, there was two of them because I've moved in here with my flatmate, and then she's moved out, and so that's my spare room.
Okay.
That's going to be your one. Doggy, how you doing out there?
Good, man.
Yeah?
Good, thanks. Yeah, slight vertigo issues, but...
Yeah, you'll be okay. Just don't roll over in the night, you'll be okay. It'll be very messy.
Nice, mate. Listen, thank you so much for letting me stay.
Well, sleep well up there.
Yeah, I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, I'll be in the pod next door.
Okay. I shan't be popping through for...
I should be locking the door just in
midnight
case.
chats, so no worries there.
Sleep well.
Cheers, man. Thoroughly nice bloke, very kind of bohemian-esque house, but he's a single man in London, why not? Cheers.
Did you see the state of that ceiling?
It needed plastering, didn't
A little
it?
bit of plastering, a coat of paint. Got to say, sorry, the caption competition, it was Linda Barker, you were right. Linda Barker and the Fash. Come up with a
Well, once I'm
caption for
getting
that.
things right, Iain.
Now, listen, we'll find out how Dougie is getting on later on this morning when we join them for breakfast, which will be absolutely lovely.
And still to come on the show, we're chatting to the stars of the new animal caper, Kangaroo Jack.
Plus, we're catching up with the gorgeous Mindy from LA, where she's been schmoozing with the celebs at the premiere of The Matrix 2. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. You've got to stand away from me because he's doing a fancy shot so that people get to see what we've got outside. Lovely day, innit? Good morning. Welcome back to Rise. 7:22, Friday the 9th of May. I'm Iain. Hello there.
Good morning, I'm Kate. Hi there, and I'm loving your shirt today,
Thanks
Iain.
very much. It's very sweaty and damp at the moment. Listen, all week, Channel 4 have been advertising the 100 worst Britons. Now, people have been voting on the Channel 4 website, and they're keeping the list under wraps until tomorrow night. Although I heard yesterday that it had been leaked that Tony Blair may be quite high up in the 100
Really?
worst Britons. Yeah.
Ooh.
And nominated people also include Gareth Gates, up for the most annoying pop star.
Oh, no.
Most disliked royal is the Queen, and Jade Goody, who the Sun say will be the most irritating reality TV star ever after Kate Lawler.
That's
Shut those
not
windows.
true. It's Jade Goody all the way, apparently. Now, Uri, your jungle pal, Christine Hamilton, is in the running, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Did you know that?
Yeah, and I was also asked to nominate someone.
Yeah.
Shall I reveal that person
Yeah, go on, who
to
did you
you?
nominate?
I nominated Martin Bashir.
Did you?
Of course, because he stitched you and your friend
Absolutely,
Michael up.
totally betrayed us.
Well, Christine Hamilton,
play.
it was Tara Palmer-Tompkinson who called the Hamiltons tragic, but Christine got her own back when she nominated Tara.
Yeah.
Now, they interviewed Tara for the programme, but she didn't actually realise that she was in the running for 100 Worst Britons herself. Here's the moment when they told her.
Am I in it? Cut this, but am I? Yeah.
At the moment you're in the running, but the vote's still going on.
What do you mean I'm in the running?
Well, you're one of the nominated names.
Who nominated me?
The public.
The public?
No way, the public
Listen,
nominated me.
we'll be finding out more about that later on. We'll chat more to Uri in a few minutes, but here is what else is coming up on today's show.
No way.
This morning on Rise, Dougie's waking up in the house of changing room star Oliver Heath. We talk to Denmark's latest export hip-hop outfit Outlandish. And the stars of Kangaroo Jack are here in the studio.
All of that, plus we'll be chatting to our gorgeous LA correspondent, Mindy Babano, for all the latest stateside. But first, before all of that, it's time for the latest news and weather with Zora.
Good morning, I'm Zora Suleiman. It is Friday, May 9th. Here are this morning's top stories. Now, first, a man has been charged with the murder of 18-year-old Laura Torn. Laura vanished after a night out in North Lincolnshire last week. Her body was found in a haystack in Nottinghamshire on Wednesday. She'd been strangled. 31-year-old Guy Beckett from North Lincolnshire is due in court later. Now, stateside, a man's critical after a stunt goes horrifically wrong. 18-year-old Paul Smith leapt from a roof of a 5-story building in Florida. He was meant to land in a swimming pool, but hit the side instead. He was airlifted to hospital with several shattered bones.
He's alive. I mean, if he'd have been back this way a little bit further and slammed his head on the concrete, he wouldn't be here.
Meantime, in Wisconsin, a 17-year-old boy has been blinded after using a dangerous homemade spud gun. Fueled by deodorant or hairspray fumes, they fire potatoes or anything else that fits down the barrel. Daniel Berry has now been left blind in one eye. Police are warning that missing Daniel Entwistle may never be found. Daniel vanished from his home in Great Yarmouth on Saturday. Detectives say the 7-year-old who couldn't swim may have fallen into the river and his body swept away. Well, the killer SARS bug is here to stay. That is the latest from the research into the deadly virus. The study shows the flu-like illness has made itself at home and could pose a threat for many years to come. This morning, the Foreign Office has extended its travel warning to the Far East, strongly advising against travelling to parts of China and Taiwan. 3 Brits have been charged over that suicide bomb blast at a pub in Israel. The man and 2 women, all from Derbyshire, are due in court later. They've been charged under the Terrorism Act. 4 people died when a Brit blew himself up in Tel Aviv. Now, if you're squeamish, this one's not for you. An American rock climber who amputated his own arm has been talking about his ordeal. Aaron Elson trapped his arm under a boulder during a climbing trip in Utah, but after being stuck there for 5 days, he did the unthinkable and used his penknife to cut off his own arm.
Essentially, I got my surgical table ready and applied the knife to my arm and started sawing back and forth, and it didn't even break the skin. I couldn't even cut the hair off of my arm. The knife was so dull at that point.
Well, no let up. Another tornado has hit America's Midwest, destroying everything in its path. The twister struck as the afternoon rush hour kicked off, flattening homes and scattering cars all over the place. Over 100 people were injured. 20 are on the critical list. Sport and Strathclyde police are investigating a suspected sectarian attack on Celtic footballer Neil Lennon. The player was injured when he got out of his car in Glasgow to confront 3 men. They'd apparently kicked the car and had shouted abuse at him last year. The Northern Ireland star quit international football after death threats. Well, the FA has turned down its allocation of tickets for England's Euro 2004 qualifying match in Turkey in October. An estimated 3,000 to 6,000 fans are expected to travel to Turkey, but the FA say they're concerned about safety and security. Tempers flared both on and off the pitch when the 2 teams met in March. A similar decision is also being considered for England's fixture in Macedonia in September. Well, Manchester United Chief Executive Peter Kenyon has reiterated that David Beckham is very much part of their future at the club, putting an end to all the speculation on the move to Real Madrid.
Well, you don't spend 12 months on negotiating a new contract for 12 months later just to be, giving up. I mean, I think we re-signed David on the basis of we saw him as part of our squad for the next 3 years. And, as I say, we don't plan the campaigns, season to season. The whole basis we have longer term contracts, the whole basis that, we're delighted to have Sir Alex staying with us for a further 3 years, is all about we want that continuity.
Tennis and 3rd seed Carlos Moya has been knocked out of the Rome Masters. Moya has been beaten by Yevgeny Kafelnikov 6-4, 7-6 in a thrilling 3rd round match. The Spaniard was totally outplayed by the Russian veteran and seemed to have no answer for his opponent's powerful play. Meanwhile, there are no such problems for 4th seed Roger Federer. He stormed into the quarterfinals with a 6-1, 6-1 thrashing of 19th seed Tommy Robredo. Now, forget sharks. Scientists are trying to find out what else lives in the deep blue. Now, they've just discovered a new breed of jellyfish after sending a camera a mile down into the ocean. They wanted to catch it in order to find the collection, but Big Red is proving too elusive. And now today's weather. Early mist in most places, warm and clear dry skies in the southeast. Overcast and sunny across the southwest and Wales. Across central parts, patchy cloud and sunny spells in Manchester and in Birmingham. Now moving further north, not much better than yesterday. Wet and windy in Scotland and in Ireland again. But by this afternoon, more rain pushing towards the southwest. So downpours mainly confined to the north and the west of the country today at some point. Temperature-wise, this afternoon highs is 16 in Norwich, but just 9 in Edinburgh. Now you're up to date. I'll be back with the latest before anyone else at 5 to 8.
Thank you, Zora.
Yes, thank you, Zora. Lovely. Now, this Sunday sees the Nike Basketball Freestyler Championships at Manchester's GMEX. Now, one of the competitors this weekend will be representing Rise. So Dougie decided to audition 3 of the Britain's best freestylers down at our local basketball court yesterday. They've joined us here now. We've got DJ, Mark, and the Dominator, who prefers to be called Dom.
Hi guys, you all right?
Hi, how you doing?
Now, all these men want to wear this Rise t-shirt, but only one of them can. And that's where you come in. Okay, we want you to decide who you think is the best basketball freestyler.
Now, whoever you decide is the best will represent us this weekend at the competition. So take a look at the action, and we'll reveal the winner in just a few minutes.
Very impressive. Okay, with me today, I've got 3 bad boy basketball freestylers. Let me introduce them to you. Ladies and gents, first of all, you've just seen him there. It's DJ hailing from South London. There he is. Okay, big home support for the big man with the big ball. Next up, we have Mark from Wembley. There he is. And lastly, he simply goes by the name of the Dominator. He's from Brixton. Now, DJ, you're going to go first. Do what you're paid to do, big guy. Go for it. Get stuck in. Yeah! How'd you feel, DJ? Good, confident. Of course you do, mate. Marky, it's your turn now. DJ, please retire. Here he comes. It's the little man with the big bandana. There you go, sir. Do what you're paid for. Time's up, son. Your time's up. How'd you feel? Tired. Of course you do. Retreat and bring on the Dominator. These are heady times. Take it away, big guy. Stop. How'd you feel, Dominator?
It's all about the Dominator, baby.
Well, it's all about competition. Lads, please do step in now. We'd like you guys at home to text in telling us who do you think should represent Rise at the Freestyle Championships this Sunday. If you think DJ should be our representative, simply text Rise A to 84188. However, if you think Mark should be our representative, text Rise B to 84188. However, if you think the man simply known as the Dominator should represent us, text Rise C to 84188. Is it in the trainers or is it in the soul? We've only got time for one winner and perhaps 2 lads left claiming the dole. It's back to the studio and thank you, chaps. Good one, yeah.
That was fantastic, gentlemen.
Awesome work.
Excellent stuff there.
Okay, you've seen the talent, but who do you think is worthy of the Rise freestyle shirts?
They are looking incredibly nervous. Reputations are at stake. We will reveal the winner after the break. This is too exciting. See you in a couple of minutes.
Welcome back to
Rise. Oh, yeah. I just thought I'd write a song. It didn't really get to the top of the charts. I was hoping it would do. It's 7:37. It's Friday, the 9th of May. The weekend is here. Come on.
And Iain's still sweaty.
Oh, really?
I'm Kate. Before the break, we asked you which one of these fit young lads should represent Rise at the Freestylers Championships at the weekend. It's the big moment. Let's find out who you think is gonna do it.
Let's see the scores. Oh, he's so close. DJ, come and join us. You're the winner, sir! Round of applause. DJ, show us 10 seconds. That's what you'll be wearing.
That's what you'll be wearing.
Give us 10 seconds. Show us what you can do. This is the man who'll be representing us. Sir,
how'd you
listen,
feel, babe?
last week we sent our winner Mike to the football freestyle games. He came 4th out of 6,000, which is quite disappointing. Are you going to win it for us?
I will.
Come on, he's going to win it for us! Good luck, sir!
Wear the t-shirt. Make sure you come back on Monday and tell us how you got on, and all the best of luck. Shake some
Excellent
hands.
work. The man is a legend. Still to come, Uri Geller. Leave his balls alone. Still to come, Uri Geller talking about I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here. But first, all you need to know about top movie Old School in the Entertainment Report. Oh!
Radio's equivalent of the Oscars took place last night. The Sony Awards brings together a host of top presenters, supplies them with free beer, and then steps back in the hope they don't tear each other apart.
There have been a few punch-ups here in the past, and normally it's Kiss FM versus Capital, usually.
I don't know if Sarah Cox is here, but I imagine she's probably a booze hound. I don't know about Zoe Ball. I don't know if she's put behind her ladette days, but certainly I imagine she will be chundering. As from the likes of me, no, I'm a serious broadcaster, so it'll be probably myself, Terry Wogan and John Peel, just having a sophisticated chat about broadcasting past and present.
As far as I know, there is no bitterness or rancour in the world. You must ask Jonathan Ross if there's any rancour, but because he has an amusing way of pronouncing the word. But as far as I know, everyone's very even-spirited here.
So perhaps no fights then, but with trophies up for grabs, competition was fierce.
I come here because I like things made out of glass or brass or stone, and I just need to have them. I'm like Muttley from Catch the Pigeon. Medal, medal. I'm just in it for the medals.
I enjoyed it all. I really enjoy pulling the false face, when they win, and you've got to kind of look like you're really pleased for them. But secretly, you've got a friend out there, putting the windows through.
Matrix fever is upon us, and Keanu Reeves has been doing the rounds in the US. Last night he cropped up on the popular late-night Jay Leno show, but bizarrely they didn't end up discussing digital special effects. They had a chat about cricket.
What about the great Australian sports? Like cricket, that's a good game, the cricket.
Yes, crickets, I actually almost know the rules. I could almost explain it to you.
What is it? I don't even understand. A stick and then it hits something. Sometimes you whack it and then other times
It goes far, people running back
and
and
forth.
forth.
And it takes like a long time, isn't it? Like
Yes,
it takes
there's like
7 years or
games.
something to play. How long does it take?
Well, they have 5-day games and then they have 1 day games.
Who's got 5 days?
America's first Miss Dog is Sweepy, Miss Illinois.
Those crazy guys West Side aired the first annual Miss Dog beauty pageant last night on Fox. The stylish mutts are judged on beauty and talent, and of course, the state of their evening wear.
You shine all the way. Now you're Miss Dog, and you're beautiful.
You are a beautiful dog, and I love you. That was fantastic. I love that. We're joined now by our hot LA entertainment correspondent, Mindy Babana. Mindy, did you see the Dog Awards?
Yesterday.
Oh.
I'm entering next year's competition.
Mindy, you are no dog. You're certainly a fox. I'd love to put you in a pen and let you feed on my chickens. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Now, Mindy, listen, I am seething with jealousy because we're all waiting for it, but you've seen it. The Matrix Reloaded got its US premiere on Wednesday. Was it any good? Did you find yourself?
You know what? You're gonna love it.
Really?
Matrix fans are gonna love it. You know what? And it was one of those premieres that Hollywood is all about. It was like an action-packed premiere. I mean, it had people coming out we hadn't seen in for. Demi Moore made an appearance, and Sandra Bullock was there, Lucy Liu, and of course the whole cast was there. Keanu Reeves, a very pregnant Carrie-Anne Moss, Lawrence Fishburne, all the bad guys, the evil twins. They were all there. I mean, this was a movie that brought out a lot of stars, and And I was asking the stars of the film, because it took 4 years to make the sequel, so diehard fans have been waiting for a long time, and this movie is like a cult following. And so I asked the fans, what is it about this movie that just is so powerful for fans? Take a look.
It's deep and it's philosophical, and I think people are really craving that right now.
Glad that some people find something of meaning and that can take something from the films into their life in a positive way. So many people need something to believe in, I think.
Unbelievable. She's fit and she gets all the fun, Mindy. It's not fair.
Come visit me. I'll take you.
Oh, hey!
But I've got more. I've got more, Iain. I know you're jealous now, but I've got one more. I've got a little clip of this super sci-fi adventure, so take a look at what the craze is all about.
Wow.
I'm in.
There's something about a woman in a black PVC catsuit doing karate that, I don't know, just excites me a little bit. I don't know what it is.
I'm wearing black for you, Iain. Iain, you're the one. You're the one.
And Mindy, you know, you're the one that I want. I'm coming to LA next week.
Now, Mindy, you've been going to loads of showbiz bashes. Now, what's the latest party you've been to and who have you been schmoozing with? Tell us.
Okay, well, we just had a bash the other night for Premiere Magazine. It was the Power issue, and they were doing an awards for some of the most powerful actors under the age of 35. Kirsten Dunst was there, Josh Hartnett, cutie patootie, and he was honored an award by Harrison Ford. And so I asked Harrison Ford, you know, to describe what it talks to, describe what it means to have power in Hollywood, thinking Harrison would know, but his answer was just not too powerful. Take a look.
It's not about power. It's about being in good movies and doing good work. That's what it's about. The people, who stand apart from the process and ordain who's powerful and who's not, may or may not be correct.
Well, Ally McBeal looked really bored there. He's the most boring shovelhead in show business, surely, isn't he?
He looks like he was just talking rubbish. This woman even looked like she was about to fall asleep listening to him.
Now listen, I don't want to waste any more time because he's a dull man, he's not a very good actor. Now earlier we saw in the entertainment report that Kelly Clarkson is doing the rounds promoting her new single, which apparently has gone huge over here. But what are this year's American Idol contestants really like?
I caught up with Randy Jackson, who was one of the judges for American Idol, and I asked him, because last year's bunch was so dynamic and so much fun, I said, Randy, what are these finalists like this year? And this is what Randy had to say.
I think it's going to come down to Ruben and Clay.
Yeah, is that your...
Yeah. I don't know if they have as much personality as last season's crew, but...
Really? Is that you're not seeing as much?
I mean,
How are they handling...
They're just a little bit bland. But, I mean, great talent.
Excellent stuff there. Well, finally, Mindy, who's getting trashed this week?
Oh, well, let's see. Ruben is still the favorite to win, but like Simon says, the American public will choose the winner in the end. Take a look.
At the end of the day, we've given the public the right to vote. You have to respect their decisions, but you do. It's the music business. It's subjective, but I hope the right one, no disrespect, stays behind this time round. If it's the person I think, please, America, judge this as a singing competition.
Goodness gracious me, Simon Cowell. Remember, you can catch the whole show later on tonight, ITV2 at 8:30 this evening.
Thank you very much, Mindy.
Windy Mindy.
I do apologise, Mindy. I feel really bad.
A little windy sometimes.
Oh, I'm sorry. You do look lovely today, though, Mindy. Wow. Do you think she's forgiven me?
No, she's not. She looks absolutely petrified. Listen, coming up later on in the show, we get the lowdown on the dirty junglists, and I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here with Uri Geller.
And we'll also be meeting the stars of the bizarre new film Kangaroo Jack, not forgetting we're talking rap, pop, and all things Denmark with the new boy band Outlandish. We'll see you in 2. Welcome back to Rise. It's 7:49 on Friday the 9th of May. I'm Kate and that's Iain, and he's chucked away his page of the script, so I'm having to read it for him.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's it.
I made a boo-boo yesterday and he's making up for it today.
Yeah, hello.
As well as being sweaty. Now, first, the country that brought you Bacon, Lego and Hamlet, Danish hip-hoppers Outlandish. Hi, guys.
Morning,
nice to meet you.
gentlemen.
First, let's take a look at their new single.
Casa es su casa. The grass is greener on my side. And I got all my models here. Just me and my familia. Mi casa es su casa. The grass is greener on my side.
I'm loving that. Please welcome to the show is Lenny and Wakas. Good morning, gentlemen. Now, that's your new single, Guantanamo.
Yeah.
Was that filmed? That doesn't look like Denmark.
It is Denmark, actually.
Really?
Is it?
Copenhagen, yeah.
Well, that looks very strange. Like, you've already made it massive back in Denmark, but you're new here to us, and that's your new single. When's it out?
It's out the 19th May.
Wonderful. And what awards have you won? You've won an award already, haven't you? It's your
We
second
won
album as well.
the best hip-hop award in Denmark.
Did your mum tell you off for having a rude award or something? What did she say? It was underdressed.
It was because it was like the statue was like a mixture between a playboy meets a bunny meets an eagle type of woman. And it was like
I've got the playboy, I've got the bunny, then the eagle comes in and
yeah,
just
it was like
throws it off.
It was a bit strange, but we had like visitors coming over, and I'm from Pakistan, so you can't have a naked lady in the house like
No, of
that,
course.
you know. So she gave it a little top and a little dress. So.
Your mum dressed the statue.
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant. That's what mums should do, of course.
Oh, Mum's there to look after you.
Now, listen, do you see yourselves as successors to Aqua's crown?
Nah, not at all.
You sure?
Not at all. Not at all.
What do you think of Aqua? Are you big Aqua fans? Because over here, they're
huge.
Huge.
Yeah. I mean, we have a lot of respect for the way they got marketed all around the world, but I mean, it's not our type of music.
What's the Danish music scene like at the moment?
I mean, you have a lot of talent coming up. You have a lot of rock acts coming up. You have Ravenettes, Mew, they're out here as well. And then you have pop acts like Junior Senior.
Junior Senior, who are massive over here at the moment.
Yeah.
What, are you fans of theirs at all?
And we met them a couple of times. I mean, they're cool guys.
They're nice blokes, aren't they? Yeah, they're hilarious.
Yeah, that single did massive over here.
Junior always reminds you won't have seen this, but Ricardo from the Salon. Junior looks exactly like him.
Does he?
Yeah, it's very, very similar. Now, listen, how long have you been in Britain for?
Since Monday.
Since it's not long at all. What have been your first impressions of Britain?
You have a lot of traffic here.
Yeah.
You can't deal with the traffic.
It's terrible in London, isn't it? Despite the congestion
it is.
charge.
Is this your first time in Britain?
No, a couple of times.
have you?
But you've been playing some gigs at schools and things, haven't you?
Yeah, the first time we came some months ago, we played on some schools all around Britain. Went to Leeds, Manchester, Birmingham, and other places.
What was that
as well.
like? Was it a laugh or was it a bit weird?
It was like a reality check because in Denmark everybody knows who we are, but here, like, you're in front of 200 kids and they're like, "Who the hell are you?" But first, when hip hop act from Denmark, you know, so it's like, what the hell?
I would love to have been at school and have a hip hop act from Denmark. We had some hippies come and do a play about don't take drugs or something. Well, that
we
was
had loads
exciting.
of mime artists doing mime
you know,
for half an hour.
first the music started banging, they were like, we gained their respect. So
I bet they would have done. I
Yeah.
love that. Listen, you've got varied family roots. Wakas from Pakistan, Issam from Morocco, and Lenny from Honduras. Yeah. How did you end up playing together in a Danish hip hop band, man? It's a great hybrid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the thing about our music. It just describes our community. In our community, there's a lot of colors, a lot of cultures. I think it's very much just like London, very multicultural.
But how did you actually get together? How did you all meet up?
We live in the same block in Copenhagen, so we knew each other.
Nice and straightforward. And you just started playing together and...
Yeah, we started out as kids, like 13, 14 years old. We played football together. We had a common interest in music, breakdancing, and just developed from there.
Your music's not typical gangster rap, though, is it?
No.
No.
How would you describe your sound?
I think it's more, like lyrically, it's more social realistic. Like what God said, I mean, we like talking about our moms.
And I love that. There's nothing wrong to me. Mum, let's have a round of applause for mums, shall we? Mums are brilliant. Mums are brilliant. We all love our mums.
Of course we do.
Now listen, you got lyrics in English, Urdu, Spanish, and Arabic. Do you not want people to sing along with you? A little bit of bouncy.
No, we don't like people singing along to our songs.
If you're performing, just shut up. We're doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
I noticed on your CD you thanking people like Busta Rhymes, Destiny's Child, De La Soul. Why is that?
We did some supporting gigs with them, Busta around Europe and De La Soul in Scandinavia. And we was a supporting act for Destiny's Child in Copenhagen when they came.
Okay, well, listen, we're going to have to leave it there. I've got to say, Guantanamo the single is out on Monday, May the 19th. Yeah. The album, Bread and Barrels of Water, Monday, June the 2nd. Yeah. Best luck, fellas. Really, really nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
Now it's time to go over to Zora with the latest news and weather.
morning, I'm Zora Suleiman. It's Friday, May 9th. Here are the top stories this hour. Well, a man's in court today charged with the murder of 18-year-old Laura Thorne. The teenager vanished after a night out in North Lincolnshire last week. Her body was found in a haystack in Nottinghamshire on Wednesday. She'd been strangled. 31-year-old Guy Beckett from North Lincolnshire is in court later. Well, police warning this morning that missing Daniel Entwistle may never be found. The 7-year-old vanished from his home in Great Yarmouth on Saturday. Detectives say Daniel, who couldn't swim, may have fallen into the river and his body swept away. 3 Brits have been charged over that suicide bomb blast at a pub in Israel. The man and 2 women, all from Derbyshire, are due in court today. They've been charged under the Terrorism Act over failure to disclose information. 4 people died when a Brit blew himself up in Tel Aviv. Stateside now, and a teenager is seriously injured after a stunt goes horrifically wrong. 18-year-old Paul Smith leapt from a roof of a 5-story building in Florida. He was meant to land in a swimming pool, but hit the side instead. He was airlifted to hospital with several shattered bones. Sport now, and Strathclyde police investigate a suspected sectarian attack on Celtic footballer Neil Lennon. The player was injured when he confronted 3 men in Glasgow that apparently kicked his car and shouted abuse at him. Last year, the Northern Ireland star quit international football after getting death threats. And now today's weather, dry and bright almost everywhere today, but wet in Scotland and in Ireland. This afternoon, highs are 16 degrees in Norwich, but just 9 in Edinburgh. That's the latest. I'll be back with a full update before anyone else at 8:25.
Thank you very much, Zora, for the news and weather. Now, please welcome the stars of new film Kangaroo Jackets, Jerry O'Connell and Nancy Anson. Good morning, sir. I've got to say, already they're eyeing up Kate Lawler and asking her if she's got any underwear on. Leave it alone. You've been here 2 minutes, Stacey.
I didn't see any. I just asked if she was
Well,
wearing
you look
knickers. I see England. I see France. I can see Kate's underpants.
Hey!
That's wrong. That's not right. Kate, I'm kidding. Your legs are crossed.
She's
You're beautiful.
blushing.
Baby.
Leave her alone. She's lovely.
No, Kate, you are gorgeous. Really. We were
Thank
like
you
standing
very
over there, and my co-star was like, "Damn, look at her."
Oh, my co-star. Do you like the way he plays you down like that?
No, that's all right.
Give him a slap. Now listen, we've got to say, the film's done really well in the States. It's a film about a kangaroo that steals $50,000. That's the money they use over in America. We use pounds. Let's have a look at the clip.
Oh, Charlie. Jeez. Hey, look. You're a tough little guy, aren't you? Hey, look how tall he is.
That kangaroo was kicking some serious butts.
Wait a minute.
Don't ignore
Where the hell was I on that trailer?
Your bits weren't very good. Sorry, man.
Oh, wait a minute.
But your red jacket was on the trailer.
The red
Your lucky
jacket.
red jacket.
But the black face wasn't.
I gotta say, we're watching that clip, trying to make a serious comment on it. He's going, Kate, I want to be your baby's father.
No, I did not say that.
What did you say?
I said, could I be her baby daddy?
Her baby daddy. I do apologise.
There's a difference. Baby's father, that means you're taking on responsibilities. You know, if I'm just the baby daddy, I just get it and I'm on my way. We ain't got no time. We ain't got no time.
Guys, you were filming it.
I would be a terrific father, by the way. I'd be there for you.
Guys,
I'm feeling really left out here. What can we get
Sorry,
some?
Ian, I want nothing to do with your children.
Thank you very much. That's better. That's all I wanted.
I'm sorry, I forgot Ian was even here.
I'm going to wear a skirt next time you're
kidding.
Guys, you were filming in Australia for 5 months.
Yes.
Now, we've got a reality show going on over there at the moment where all celebrities living in the jungle. Is it
Right.
really tough being in
I
the
think it's
outback?
called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me the Heck Out of Here as fast as you can.
It's something like that, yeah.
Well, I'll watch that. I'm a Celebrity, where's room service?
What's it like being in the outback? Is it tough?
The Outback is really the strangest place I've ever been to. No, I'm kidding. It's really insane. No, I'm kidding. It's it's totally frightening. No, I'm kidding. It's the worst place I've ever been to. No, that's awful. I shouldn't say that. No, it's really frightening. That was fun. You know, I mean, the movie's about a couple of dumb Americans that get trapped in the desert, and that's basically what happened when we were shooting. A couple of one dumb American, one very intelligent baby's daddy who gets. Thank you. Sorry. All right.
What's it like starring with a kangaroo?
I don't know. Kangaroos are crazy. They're insane. They're much like deer in the United States. except they're more like deer on crack.
Did you ever attempt any?
Hold on, Iain, slow down.
Decaf for Iain over here. Whoa.
Hold on, we got a little thing we do.
They're like,
we'll do it then. Come on.
They're like deer, but they're deer on crack.
So we call them Whitney roos.
Oh, I see. Okay. I see what you've done there. You've done a libelous joke that could get us taken off the air, and you told me to shut up. Thanks a lot, fellas. Cheers.
What, you think Whitney and Bobby at the house rocking up right now watching this show?
No one's watching.
No, but kangaroos, no, honestly, kangaroos are very dangerous animals. If you ever see one, just run the other way or ask to make a movie with it, because you'll make
Is it true that the kangaroo had a bigger team working on it than the rest of the film? That there are about 30 people working with this kangaroo?
Anthony's got an entourage of 50, by the way.
What was your question? I'm not even dealing with him.
J-Lo.
No, I have more ass than J-Lo.
Work it!
Anthony, what was it like racing a camel? Did you get to race camels?
I love racing camels.
I got to ride a camel.
One hump or two? I don't know where it is. Just let me go with it.
All right, okay.
One hump or two?
I don't know. I rode a camel though in Dubai.
No, I just asked you. You said you rode a camel. I said one hump or two. He said I don't know.
He said I don't know.
Okay, one has one hump, and the other has two humps.
I think it was one.
Camels are disgusting animals. They are the worst smelling.
They smell.
Butt, armpit, bad socks. Nothing smells.
You take rotten. Come here, Iain. Come here.
Yeah, show me.
Can I say ass on air?
Not really, no.
No,
okay. You can't. Not really.
He's asking if he can say that word. Nice censor though.
Cool. Yeah, because it's live.
Yeah, it's like we want to be careful. There are kiddies watching.
Yeah. But no. The camels were cool. They sent us to camel jockey school.
Sorry?
Yeah, they sent us to camel jockey school.
And lots of racing?
Yeah, lots of racing.
Yeah, because it's really hard, isn't it? When you get on the camel, you have to hold really tight.
Yeah, you have to hold really tight.
Otherwise, you fly off.
Oh, yes. Or you hit it really hard when it's a one-hump camel, and you may not have the thing that I have. So, you probably.
But she can add them later on if she wants, can she?
Of course.
No, camels also. Camels have the worst flatulence of any animal, like any mammal. I mean, you would think they're on a strict diet of like Mexican food and Mexican food only.
Yeah.
They're just like unbelievable.
Oh.
Can I say something?
Please.
I've got nothing to say now. Sorry, I've thrown myself. Christopher Walken is in the film.
Oh,
Christopher Walken.
Is he a freak? He's a legend, but is he mental?
He's a legendary freak.
No. Christopher Walken's a total freak.
Yeah, thank you. Christopher Walken would walk around with a miniature micro cassette recorder and fart into it and play it back for his own enjoyment during our close-ups. That's the kind of man he is.
The man's a genius.
Yeah.
Is it true you can both do impressions of him?
You know what? I don't do a Walken. I will defer that to my counterpart.
Let's have your
Christopher Walken. I gotta tell you, Kate, that dress is one of the shortest things I've ever seen in my life. How do you get that thing? I'm having trouble concentrating over
Ladies
here.
and gentlemen, Mr. Woody Allen. That was fantastic.
Are you two guys going to stick around and do the paper review with us?
Yes, we're here.
Yes.
I'm staying here for the weekend.
I mean, if you flash me one more time, I'm staying here all month.
Am I really flashing you, Anthony?
Yes, you are flashing Anthony.
I'm sorry.
Listen, will you stick around for the rest of the paper and the rest of the show, and we'll have a chat later on.
We'll have a chat. Don't
tell me out my accent, for goodness sakes. I'm doing my best.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
God, thank you guys.
And
thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you. You're the best. You two are the best.
Laurie Geller's going to be joining us with I'm a Celebrity, so we'll see you after the break.
I'm loving you. I'm loving you. You're the best.
I'm a celebrity. Give me some.
God, give me the strength to get through the rest of this, please. Welcome back to Rise. I'm Iain.
And I'm Kate.
Don't even worry about him. Turn this around right here. This is the show from here on out. This is the show. Hi, I'm Anthony Anderson, and I am your new co-host.
Right.
Go ahead, Iain. I'm just going to talk to the guys.
Oh, you go. These fellas have got the hot.
Iain, shut up! We're talking. We're not talking to you. Hello.
Jesus. You know
Kate, what's going on, Mama? How are you?
I'm okay. Listen, can I just do something to camera?
Okay, come on. Kate's gonna talk.
What are we gonna
Still
say?
to come, Uri Geller will be here.
Hold on, why are you
I'm a
touching his
Celebrity
leg?
after Cat's eviction last night. But I can't do anymore. I'm
Come on,
distracted.
Kate, keep it pulled together. Come on, or else Ian's gonna say it and we don't want that.
Come on, they're gonna take us off the air.
Now listen, we're down to, I'm going to talk now, we're down to the last 6 Sebs. Before Yuri, we thought we'd do our own Rise poll to find out who you want to win. All you have to do is text Rise, I'm not even going to look at you, plus the celebrity of your choice. Talk to the hand, baby, because the rest of this is paying no attention.
I want Ruben to win. I want Ruben to... Oh.
Yes, the Ruben's not in this.
That's the wrong show.
Text Rise, plus the celebrity of your choice to 83188. Here they are. If you want Anthony to win, then text Rise plus A for Anthony to 83188. If you think it should be the Fash, then text Rise F. For Linda, text Rise L. And for Phil, Toya or Wayne, text Rise plus P, T or W. Get texting now. We'll reveal the Rise favourites in a bit. Now it's time to have a look at the papers. Do you fancy doing
let's look at the papers.
Let's look at the papers. Do your posh English voice again.
Let's look at the papers. Hi, my name is Anthony. I'm Anthony.
I'm Anthony. I'm an actor. I wish to come onto the West End from LA. The Daily Telegraph. Martin stays in prison to save burglars. That's Tony Martin, who shot someone who broke into his house. I nearly got myself the sack then. Daily Express. I shot a burglar. Now let me out of here.
Oh, wow. That's like I'm a celebrity.
Get me out of here.
Get me out of here.
I've
That's what we call a play on words.
Well, Kate, you can't have those. Those are mine.
Oh, I want them.
Sorry, love. The Sun.
Hey, Ian, don't be mean to Kate, okay?
I'm not being
Take
mean.
it easy on Kate.
I have given Kate so many breaks over the last few weeks. Unbelievable.
Ian, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
And The Sun, suicide at Beckham Mansion. Oh, let's get on to this one. You'll like this one. The Daily Star.
You know what?
That's the front page of an English newspaper.
Oh, wow.
You don't get that in the States, do you?
No, I don't.
That ain't the Wall Street Journal.
Front pages. The Daily Star, Catalina's naked romp in the bush.
Wow.
We get nudie women and we get the innuendo.
With her bush? Hey, is Kylie Minogue still around?
Yeah.
She is? Okay. Hi, Kylie Minogue. How are you, baby?
I don't know if she'll be up to
Kylie's going to have the hots for you, isn't she, eh?
She should. Hi, Danny.
Danny's been in the show.
That's her sister.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know.
She's the fit one. Now listen, let's have a look inside the papers.
Yeah,
Kate, what
did you
stories?
say she's the thick one?
The fit one.
Oh, I didn't say the thick one. I was like, I like them thick. Yes, I do.
That way they can't answer back, can they?
Can we let Kate say something?
I'm okay. I'm waiting to talk about the stories.
Kate, what stories have we got in there? There you go. You can use these.
Okay, listen, a bunch of students have proved that monkeys can't write Shakespeare after spending £2,000 of public money.
Can I just ask you this?
What?
Why, when you read the story about monkeys, you turn to me?
No, that's not true. That didn't
I'm
happen.
just asking. She got the paper. Ooh, look at this. Now we got some monkeys at the zoo. What you think about the monkeys in the zoo, Anthony?
I think you're on your own, Kate.
Anthony, I'm talking to you because you're my favourite.
Oh, well, thank you. But I'm your favorite monkey?
That's right, Kate. Bring it right on over here. It's okay. I'll be nice to you.
That's it.
What's
Keep
up,
it
Mom?
right
Bring
here,
it right on
baby.
over here.
Keep it right here.
Hi, babe. Now listen, what do you think about this monkey story?
The monkeys
Come on,
can't
big
write
fella.
what?
We're on your
I don't
side.
know. You know what they should do with these monkeys? They should give them a kangaroo movie.
Right.
Now listen, students spent £2,000 and they put a computer in a monkey cage and thought they'd be able to come up with sentences, but the monkeys just weed on the computer and tried to eat it.
£3,000. That's like $1 million American dollars.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, babe.
Ooh, wow.
That's a joke.
The monkeys didn't come up with Shakespeare, but they did write Daydream Believer. So there we go. Do you get that?
They actually, they.
Whoa! I did a joke. No one laughed. Let's just go back to it.
I got it.
Then it's not a joke if no one laughed, Ian.
Well, it is a joke. It's how you define it. I define it as a joke.
Hold on a second. They couldn't write Shakespeare, but they did write a sequel to Kangaroo Jack. That's a joke. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Whoa!
All right. You know what? I'll be down in the cave, in the actor cave downstairs. Everybody.
Can I just make a point that your joke was very funny?
Thank you, Katie Lawler. Thank you.
Let's give Ian some
It
love.
is appreciated.
Bless you.
Let's have a look. Okay, let's talk about William Shatner. So, TJ Hooker,
William
one of the
Shatner
Americans.
is a hooker?
Yes.
William Shatner's a hoe?
Ian, I don't think we've got time. We need to
Have we not got time?
No, let's talk about William Shatner being a hooker.
Okay, let's have a look
We'll talk about it
at the
later.
catching competition. Linda Barker, John Fashanu from I'm a Celebrity.
It's all
I don't
going
know how
wrong
to picture
because I
up
don't
with
even
bums
have-
in front of you. They're bending over, showing their backside. Any funny things you can say about this?
Yeah, but I can't air them on. You can't air them on
Good
here.
work, sir. Kate, what did our viewers come up
Okay,
with?
Ted from Richmond come up with push bike parking available here.
Lovely.
Right.
Matt in Chesterfield come up with the celebrities were eventually talked into the routine medical.
Lovely.
Oh, that's
lovely.
No.
Have you got a better one?
The script writers of Kangaroo Jack have another meeting. I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
That Ian.
Ian's a little monkey.
Do this link.
He's a cheeky monkey.
Do this link and we can get rid of these two, seriously.
I don't want to get rid of them. I really like them.
Kate, what are we all doing after this? Where are we going?
We're partying, baby. We're going for breakfast.
Now, listen,
all right.
And I'm a celebrity. Half the celebs might have made their way out of the jungle, but Dougie's still getting in there with the celebs they've left behind across in the UK.
Has anyone seen Ian's career? Because I haven't. Okay, I'm sorry.
Ian, come on. Give him a hug, big man. Give him a hug. Yeah, wait, Ian, come here. Ian, come back. Big man, don't fall. Go get him, big man. All right, let's let them do their thing. Go help him, Kate. I will talk to you.
Oh, guys, while Anthony's going to console Ian, I think they're going to console each other. We're going to look at Oliver Heath and Dougie, and let's see if they've had breakfast yet.
Okay.
Hi, babe.
Okay.
Oh.
Morning, guys. Here I am with Oliver. Oliver, are you well this morning?
Yeah, I'm good. Did you sleep well?
I did. It was a top 5 last night. Honestly, I slept like a baby. I feel fresh and up for a little bit of chat.
Excellent.
Let's face it, I'm sure you won't mind me saying this. You're a pin-up of you're a pin-up of daytime TV. Do you get kind of a lot of fan mail from kind of, I don't know, quite randy housewives, that kind of thing?
I get a bit of fan mail, yeah, a bit of internet mail and a few bits and pieces.
Yeah? What'd you get sent?
No, you just get some very odd stuff. There's some weird people out there, you know. So, but you get some nice stuff. People like the rooms and, you know.
Now, as well as being a man who's good with curtains and drapes, etc., you're also a man who's kind of diced with death a bit, haven't you? There's been more than one occasion. What happened, I don't know, first of all in Israel, for instance?
Oh, I was travelling around on my own and woke up with a man next to my bed with a knife, about to cut open my sleeping bag and mug me or something like that. That was a bit hairy.
Okay, how does one sort of plan?
What was in my sleeping bag?
Right,
there was nothing I could do. I just kind of sat up and shouted, "What the hell are you doing here?" And he just jumped about a mile and ran for it.
Okay, and then they had perhaps the big one, the famous one, when you were on a plane and Brian Ferry's on the same plane.
Mm-hmm.
Talk us through what happened then.
So paranoid schizophrenic attacked the captain and we were just flying along, all nice and normal. Suddenly the plane took a dive. The whole thing was sort of juddering up and down and you're thinking the plane's going to fall apart and people were weightless because it was going down so fast. Yeah. You know, it was just dropping out of the sky and air hostesses stuck to the ceiling, that sort of thing.
It's bad.
And then it went up and then it went down again and we were like, the whole plane's just going to fall apart and the desert was just kind of closing up to the windows pretty quick.
But Brian Ferry, he kind of saved the day, didn't he? He kind of got someone down to the ground that was trying to hijack
really,
it.
The captain stuck his fingers in the eye of the guy who was doing the attacking. And then Brian Ferry was around the back with a bit of masking tape, gaffer tape. So he kind of just gaffer taped him off afterwards.
Just gaffering up a man. And have you flown since? Are you okay with the whole flying?
Yeah, it took a while though. It's pretty frightening.
No, I bet it does. Yeah. I mean, seeing not only is the plane go down, you've got Brian Ferry in front of you with a gaffer tape, and what
was he doing with
That's a head mess. That is. That's
what's he doing with it?
Last question. What is, I don't know, the colour of the season? If you were going to put a drape up, a curtain, you know, perhaps a bedspread, what colour should we be going for?
Oh, a sort of burgundy wine colour. It's the new black, apparently.
Burgundy wine?
Yeah.
Fair dues. Now, can I just say thank you so much for letting me stay.
It's been really nice having you stay.
Although
the snoring,
I'm
not so sure about it. And that squealing you did, what was that about? I can hear it from the next bedroom.
Just a bit of self-gratification.
Really?
Listen, thank you so much, Sean.
Well, you better take the sheets with you then.
Yeah, for sure. We've got a good laundry service down the road. And on that rather dirty note, it's back to the studio and for us to finish our coffees and maybe talk about interiors. There you go, mate. Thank you so much. You've been a gentleman.
Excellent work, Dougie, getting to spend the night at the places of the rich and famous. Unbelievably unfair. Now, it's very, very tense down under in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, as they head to Monday's grand finale. And to help us understand how our celebs in the jungle will be feeling at the moment, we're chatting to the legend that's Uri Geller. Uri, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Kate, I promised you, took me 3 days to dig them out.
Now, explain what these are. These are beautiful.
These were my, I was 19, 20. I was a male model. I'm advertising a deodorant
Show us the
stick.
next picture.
The next one is long underwear. And this one, I love doing these ones. This was an ad for a watch.
Why did you have to lie on a dead woman to model a watch? I don't understand that.
Ask the advertiser. I love doing these. Yeah.
Okay, listen. Now,
we're going to go live streaming now just to see what the celebrities are up to. I want to keep those photos.
Let's go live to Australia now via the magic of ITV2.
So which one? So when I throw this one up, where do I catch it? Which hand catches it?
It will go automatically into here because you've given it a slight arc and it's going to fall into that hand.
And what about the one I've thrown up here?
This one will go into that hand. So always you're giving them a slight arc.
Okay. So
and you're just passing them from hand to hand. There's one in the air and there's
we didn't quite get the chance to see the Fash have an attempt at juggling there, but it was looking exciting.
Now, Catalina got booted out last night. Were you shocked, surprised?
No, don't you remember I predicted that yesterday morning, if I'm not mistaken.
But you said you didn't want her to go.
I didn't want her to go. She was great entertainment value. She's
think it was
out now, and you know, she's going to start writing columns probably for this Daily Star or the Sun right out from there.
Now,
And she'll be paid for that.
Last night, Anthony and Phil were caught having a sort of sneaky chat by the campfire, and it sounds like Anthony's main plot is to sell his story when he gets out. Have a look at this bit here.
If all you're doing is hanging on to win it, what's the point of hanging on? Nothing to win.
You get a nice big contract from the newspaper.
Ah, yeah, but what the f*** that?
Yeah. Do you know who is really working hard now?
Go on.
The agents.
Yeah.
Did you know that some of the celebs in my show, the agents flew out there spending £6,000, £7,000, £8,000 first-class tickets just to be there, to sign them down, to close deals with OK, with Hello.
But they're doing it for charity.
No, but, well, they're raising collectively a lot of money for charity.
But afterwards, then, to make the money.
Again raise close to £1 million. But beside charity, they'll have deals.
There's
signed.
a lot of money to be made here.
Yep.
Listen, I got to show this. This is just hilarious. This is my favourite bit from last night's show. It's Wayne Sleep. Have a look. This is brilliant.
This is a quality clip.
It's like a trampoline.
Oh!
Hey. There we go. Wayne Sleep.
Can we see that again?
Let's have a look at it one more time. That is absolutely fantastic. Wayne Sleep on a camp bed. That's unusual. And he's going straight through.
Do you know he went into total denial after that? Like he's a child.
First 16 years of his life, yes.
Now, who do you think is going to win?
I think Phil. I still give Anthony a chance. Yeah, very much so.
The
He's
chef?
still in there. Yeah, the chef.
Ooh,
I think is Fash going a little bit bonkers though? Do you think? Is he losing it slightly?
No, he's planning a video after he comes out. The stretching video, your massage video. Yeah, you know, I do that all the time. Every morning, I get out of bed and I go like this, and like this, and like this. I've done this before Fash even brought it into existence.
Can I just say something, Uri? You're wearing very tight trousers.
Do I?
Not more than
I can tell you came from Israel. There we go. Now listen, that's what Uri thinks. But earlier we asked you to text in with who you want to win. And I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here. Stay with us because we'll be announcing your favourite to win after the break. It's your prediction. Stick with us in 2. He is beautiful, isn't he? Beautiful. See you in a couple of minutes.
Oh, Uri.
Welcome back to Rise. It's 8:24. What a great way to start the weekend. It's Friday, the 9th of May. I'm Iain. Hello there.
And I'm Kate. And before the break, we asked you which of the I'm a Celebrity stars you want to see win. And let's have a look at the results in reverse order.
Yes,
Very
here we go.
interesting.
In third place, you voted for Wayne Sleep, the dancer who fell through his camp bed.
What was he doing on a camp bed?
I've got no idea.
And in second place, we have Anthony, the chef, on 16%.
Oh, not that many. And your favourite to win I'm a Celebrity is Phil Tufnell, isn't it, everybody, with a massive 46%. Would you believe it?
Phil,
We love
aren't
Phil.
we?
I've got to say, least favourite, the Fash, only got 4 of your percentage votes. Unbelievable.
Fash is going. Now, the Rise Massive has spoken. We'll find out on Monday night if you're in sync with the rest of the nation.
Now, it's nearly time for Katie and I to go. But we'll be back on Monday with ex-stepper and quite fit babe, Lisa Scott-Lee. I've seen her buttocks,
Fit,
they're
isn't
nice.
she? But that's all from us too. Have a great weekend, won't you? We're going to too, aren't we?
Yes, now it's time, though, for the weekend news with Zora.
Good morning.
morning, I'm Zora Suleiman. It's Friday, May 9th. Now here's the latest. A man's in court later charged with the murder of 18-year-old Laura Thorne. Laura vanished after a night out in North Lincolnshire last week. Her body was found in a haystack in Nottinghamshire on Wednesday. She'd been strangled. 31-year-old Guy Beckett is due in court later. Well, police fear that missing Daniel Entwistle might never be found. Daniel vanished from his home in Great Yarmouth on Saturday. Detectives say the 7-year-old, who couldn't swim, may have fallen into the river and his body swept away. Well, the killer SARS bug is here to stay. That's the latest research into the deadly virus. The study shows the flu-like illness has made itself at home and could pose a threat for many years to come. This as the Foreign Office extends its travel warning to the Far East, strongly advising against travelling to parts of China and Taiwan. Well, 3 Brits have been charged over that suicide bomb blast at a pub in Israel. The man and 2 women, all from Derbyshire, are due in court later. They've been charged under the Terrorism Act. 4 people died when a Brit blew himself up in Tel Aviv. Stateside, and a man's critical after a stunt goes horrifically wrong. 18-year-old Paul Smith leapt from the roof of a 5-storey building in Florida. It was meant to land in a swimming pool, but hit the side instead. He was airlifted to hospital with several shattered bones.
He's alive. I mean, if he'd have been back this way a little bit further and slammed his head on the concrete, he wouldn't be here.
Meantime, in Wisconsin, a 17-year-old boy has been blinded after using a dangerous homemade spud gun. Fueled by deodorant or hairspray fumes, they fire potatoes or anything else that fits down the barrel. Daniel Berry has now been left blind in one eye. An American rock climber who amputated his own arm has been talking about his ordeal. Aaron Elson trapped his arm under a boulder during a climbing trip to Utah. But after being stuck there for 5 days, he did the unthinkable and used his penknife to cut off his own arm.
Essentially, I got my surgical table ready and applied the knife to my arm and started sawing back and forth, and it didn't even break the skin. I couldn't even cut the hair off of my arm. The knife was so dull at that point.
Sport and Strathclyde police are investigating a suspected sectarian attack on Celtic footballer Neil Lennon. The player was injured when he got out of his car in Glasgow to confront 3 men that apparently kicked the car and had shouted abuse at him. Last year, the Northern Ireland star quit international football after death threats. Well, the FA has turned down its allocation of tickets for England's Euro 2004 qualifying match in Turkey in October. An estimated 3,000 to 6,000 fans were expected to travel to Turkey, but the FA say they're concerned about safety and security. Tempers flared both on and off the pitch when the 2 teams met in March. A similar decision is also being considered for England's fixture in Macedonia in September. Manchester United Chief Executive Peter Kenyon has reiterated that David Beckham is very much part of the club's future, putting an end to the speculation on a move to Real Madrid.
Well, you don't spend 12 months on negotiating a new contract for 12 months later just to be, giving up. I mean, I think we re-signed David on the basis of we saw him as part of our squad for the next 3 years. And, as I say, we don't plan the campaigns, season to season. The whole basis we have longer term contracts. The whole basis that, we're delighted to have Sir Alex staying with us for a further 3 years is all about we want that continuity.
Showbiz now, and it was radio's equivalent of the Oscars last night, the Sony Awards. Jonathan Ross beat rivals Stephen Fry and Ricky Gervais to the Best Entertainment Prize for his Saturday morning show on Radio 2. And as always, competition was tough.
I come here because I like things made out of glass or brass or stone, and I just need to have them. I'm like Muttley from Catch the Pigeon. Medal, medal. I'm just in it for the medals.
And 500 Madonna fans are gearing up for a special free gig. The Material Girl is going to perform in front of a tiny audience at a record shop on London's Oxford Street. She'll be playing songs from her new album, American Life.
The fans, we wouldn't know about it, would we? Because you could quite easily get 500 people to just see Madonna and have no publicity about it. Obviously, it is for publicity reasons, but yeah, the smaller they do it, the more exciting and more novelty there is.
Now, here's a beauty contest that even Iain may have a chance of winning. The annual Miss Dog Beauty Pageant, the first one ever, was shown last night in the States. The stylish mutts are judged on beauty and talent, and of course, their evening wear. And now today's weather: early mist in most places, warm and clear dry skies in the southeast, overcast and sunny across the southwest and Wales. Now, across central parts, patchy cloud and sunny spells in Manchester and in Birmingham. Moving further north, not much better than yesterday, wet and windy in Scotland and in Ireland again. But by this afternoon, more rain pushing towards the southwest, so downpours mainly confined to the north and the west of the country today at some point. Now, temperature-wise, this afternoon, highs are 16 in Norwich, but just 9 in Edinburgh. That's it from me. Now here's the fantastic Mel and Sue.
Lovely face, mate. Good morning, hello. Good morning to you all. I'm Mel, obviously.
Hello there, I'm Jack Ryder, obviously, and this is the size of the Rise grapes they're offering to the audience. Look at that. Not a whiff of chemicals, not a whiff of GM. It's like a bowling ball in my hand.
Nothing compared to the size of my own grapes.
No.
Now,
it's like a trellis, that's what I'm saying.
Now, apparently, I don't know if you've heard this, but Posh and Bex's new villa has a suicide victim buried in the chapel.
Yep.
So if Bex hears a strange, tormented wailing, that'll be Victoria rehearsing.
Yes, indeed it will. The former owner, of course, apparently died in the study. At least it was a room that they're not likely to use, are they? Won't be going in there very often.
Now, all this week, as you might or might not know, we've been asking you to call, email or text us with your worst excuses.
Let's look at the board. We can ref the board here. There's been some marvellous ones, but of course, I did like my legs broken. Gareth there didn't want to go on a date with his girlfriend, so he just said, oh, it's broken my leg. Can't go out today or for the rest of time. But our favourite is I've got cholera. Do you have a problem getting rid of your boyfriend? Why not tell him you've got a strange waterborne disease? That'll put him off his stride. Well, the name's from Devon, but can you do better?
Absolutely. Phone us 0207 221 4444 or text us
83188. Start your message with the word Mel Sue or email us at melandsue@risetv.co.uk.
Now, later we're going to be joined by the shining stars of comedy, action, caper, Kangaroo Jack, Jerry O'Connell and Anthony Anderson.
Anthony, they're demure young men. They're calm. In fact, it's hard to get a word out of them, really. They're terse.
They're very quiet.
I've got colour.
Yeah, there he is.
I can hear him shouting.
He's started off. He's basically, the grey hand's out and he's there, just waiting to get off the starting blocks. Tomorrow evening, of course, is going to be an annual constellation of stars that will eclipse even the Oscars. But it's our very own soap awards, of course.
Now who's going to win? Who's going to lose?
Who's going to care?
Who's going to reveal their enormous grey bra like Judy Finnegan did a few years ago?
We were telling Anthony and Jerry, obviously, that the soap awards are Britain's best excuse for getting your norks out. So there you go. But more importantly, what will everyone wear? We can take a sneak preview now and can exclusively reveal that Corrie's Ken Barlow has decided not to dress up for the event at all. He's going to come simply in his everyday gear. There he is. Loose and limbered, Ken, and liking it.
We know for a fact that Christopher Timothy from Doctors won't have time to change. He'll be in his on-screen outfit. There we go.
And Dot, finally, our very own Dot, will bear all in a daring dress by Julian MacDonald. Look at her. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Zelda from Terrorhawks.
I just had a bit of bile rise up into my throat, sorry.
I'm sorry, there was bile, but also there's been movement here. That's wrong, it's wrong and naughty, and put them away.
Now, here to come clean with the soap stories are Stephen Murphy from Inside Soap magazine and former resident of Ramsay Street. Remember, he's the one that wore a nappy at his own wedding. From Neighbours, Stefan Dennis.
Hey! Come and meet them. Welcome to the show, both of you. Welcome.
Stefan, lovely to see you. Stephen, lovely to see you.
Stephen.
We've got a sofa full of Stephen this morning. Stephen and Stefan.
Now, Anthony,
welcome.
A rogue Anthony back there, just kicking off again. Good to hear that.
Stephen, you're actually going to the Soap Awards.
Yes, very excited.
On Sunday. Have you been before?
I've been the last 3 years, yes.
Now, what are you going to wear on Sunday? It's very, very important.
I'm wearing Saturday.
Bias cut.
Make it bias cut, Stephen.
Sunday, I'm wearing my pyjamas, mainly like that with a hangover.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm wearing a little grey suit and a white shirt and white tie. I'm going quite sort of classic.
Very understated. Presumably under that, though, you've got some sort of jazzy silken effect tartan sort of banana hammock that you're going to strip down to.
That sort of thing
Something
for later
rough,
on, yeah.
something Hessian.
Yes, good, with a bolt. Now, over the last few years, what's been the most memorable moment for you at the Soap Awards?
I think, regardless of anyone winning things, it's the party afterwards, because they don't let any of those pesky journalist types in. So everyone gets a little bit
langers.
There's a lot of staggering about and sliding around towards the end.
There's
a man who knows.
Smiling and laughing. He knows of old. Stefan, did you go to quite a few of these events?
I did.
I
I don't know. The Australian equivalent of the Emmys, I guess, is the Logies. Which I've just had an email from an Aussie friend of mine over here, and she said they're on Sunday night. Saturday night, I guess. Sunday night.
What does Logie mean? Does it stand for something? L-O-G-I?
I don't know. It sounds like something you
John
catch,
Logie
isn't it?
Baird or something.
Yeah, because we say, "Ooh, I've got the Logie," and it's like, and then they have the Logie Awards, and it's like,
So did you ever behave very, very badly?
Sadly, yes, or excitedly, yes. I don't know.
Yes,
yeah.
definitely.
I
yes.
could write a book on what happens at those places.
No,
Stefan,
well, you should.
You're an absolute veteran of across-the-board
It
soaps.
makes me sound really old.
No, a young vet, a young veteran.
Let's read the list. Obviously, apart from Neighbours, we all remember the Neighbours. You've been in the Sullivans, the Young Doctors, the Flying Doctors, which is what happens to the Young Doctors once they get airborne.
Yeah.
And our own favourite, of course, big old B on the steam press at Prison Cell Block 8.
You're in Cell Block 8?
Yes.
Oh my God, what did you do in Cell Block 8?
I was in it 3 times. I was once I was a baddie on a motorbike. Another time I can't remember. And another time I had a fling with.
B.
Surely not any of the inmates.
Doreen, was it?
Doreen?
Yeah.
No, you had a fling with her.
I did. You hid in the roof, didn't you?
This is man who knows.
I remember.
What happened?
They were renovating some such thing, because loads of prisoners, you let them out for the day, don't you, to renovate an old house.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And you lived in the roof or something.
Yeah, I was a 16-year-old runaway who was hiding in the roof.
You got to touch Doreen's very ample assets, shall we say.
Yeah, and
She
then we ran
was
away to a
a
boat
big
ship.
old girl, I tell you. That provided for me all the key elements of soap. Denim and obesity were very present and a steam pressed. Yep.
Now, Stephen, obviously he's sitting next to you, so you can't be too mean, obviously.
Yes.
Where do you think Stefan rates in the kind of all-time greatest ever soap heroes? I'm saying,
I think number 1.
Oh. Is it right?
If you're a gentleman of a certain age, as I am, you grew up with Stefan.
Same here.
And it's like, you know, see, I can't believe. Look, I just touched him.
Can I just say?
I'll dine out on that day that I just touched you.
Stefan, can I just say, this is absolutely serious. I used to watch you in Neighbours twice a day, the same episode.
Yeah.
Once at 1:30 and then once at 5:25. Twice a day.
And then at
for
night,
about 2
you put
years.
the night vision goggles on and turn up at the foot of your house and just spend all night staring in.
You were Lassiter's. You were Lassiter's
And, of course,
Corporation.
and then it was UK Gold, and it was I don't know.
But basically, you had the peach of a part because you had you had a set of twins.
Yes, and you had them
Do you know
both.
how many
juggling.
times? Do you know how many times? Because I actually, trade secret perhaps, I was going out with one of those.
Yes.
Screen.
In the real life.
And one of those. It sounds really bad.
One of those, but lovely girl.
And the amount of guys that just naturally assumed that I was, the old 3 in a bed trip with them, and I was like, come on. And go on, you were. And I was like, no.
As a tip, I think you should now
That's as
say
far
that
as
you
the story
were,
goes,
because
really.
it's a great story, even if it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I used to love it on Neighbours when they used to say, see you at Daphne's coffee shop at Sucks. See you at coffee shop at Sucks.
No, that's New Zealand.
That's New Zealand, slightly.
Fish and chops and sucks,
Fish and chops.
Oh, it's a coffee shop at 6.
Yeah, 6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got to tell you a funny little story completely about the
tell us.
accent. Yeah.
Tell us.
My wife, when we, I think the second time she was over
Your
in
wife's
Australia.
one of sextuplets, isn't she? You have 7 in a bed?
And the second time she was over in Australia, my sister-in-law's dog, called Monty, she was trying to get him to sit down, and she was saying, now sit, Monty, sit. And he was just like, sit. And she went, sit, Monty. Straight.
Oh, because he
understood Australian. Yeah.
Sit. Oh, and Bouncer, I miss Bouncer.
I want to...
I ran over Bouncer.
I remember.
Yes. You were really the bad boy. You were a teen runaway and then a dog killer.
The other one.
No, that was on screen, fortunately.
I want us to take a look, and Stephen, you're the guru on this one. The runners and riders for the Best Soap Awards. Obviously, the Best Male Actor. We have Richard Hillman, who's Brian Capron, Kane Dingle, Billy Mitchell, and that's the end of that, I think. There you go, Perry Fenwick, obviously.
Do you think, basically, Stephen, Corrie are going to clean up this year? Because the whole serial killer storyline, Richard Hillman, Gail, it's been a massive...
Last year was a bit of a Trevor and Moore year. And I think this year it's a bit of a Richard Hillman fest. There's a lot of categories where you just go, yeah.
Yes.
So we're going for Richard Hillman then?
Yeah, I think so.
What about Best Female Actor? We've got Kat Slater, who plays Jessie Wallace in Enders, Sonia Jackson and Audrey Roberts.
Oh, it's a hard one this year.
Orders.
Jessie is always a favourite, but I think if I had a fiver, I'd pop it on Sue Nichols. She's the outside chance thing.
She was ruddy good this year, wasn't she?
She was like this northern mad Miss Marple on this one-woman campaign. That's my phone, which I'm supposed to switch off when I'm on the television.
Someone's saying, Stephen, there's a guy like you on the television who looks exactly like you.
It's my mum, bless her.
Put it on.
It's someone saying, you're sitting next to Paul Robinson.
Yes. I know, can I touch you? Paul Robinson, Lassiter's.
Stefan, I touched you before, so I won't do it again. But
I think Sue Nichols is my little outside chance, but I think you put Jessie Wallace in anything and people tick the box because she's brilliant.
Okay.
So obviously this is not a very hard category to predict the outcome of. We've got Best Villain, we've got obviously Richard Hillman, Trevor Morgan, played brilliantly by Alex Ferns, and Angel Sampson. That's Jane Asher's. Jane
Asher every time, 58 she is.
Is she up for Best Villain? She was great in Crossroads, wasn't she? Oh, this is what... Yes? Bye-bye, Jane Asher. Goodbye.
No, but I think Richard Hillman. I think
Hillman.
it's a definite for Richard Hillman.
Okay.
I don't think they'd even give you odds on that at the bookies.
Really? Okay.
Stephanie, are you a fan of Coronation Street, as we call it?
Sadly, no. I say sadly because that's probably politically correct to say that this time.
Yes.
Do you know, I'm shocking because I just don't watch soaps.
It's not at all.
Really
I'm
okay.
in the beggars, but I don't watch them.
And are Australian soaps still as popular now, do you think, as they were in your Paul Robinson?
Oh, yeah, because I mean, I was just recently over there, and Neighbours, for example, is actually right back up there again, because it's sort of dipped a bit, and then it's the ratings.
Neighbours is an evergreen.
Doing it in the nude has really helped.
Yeah, it's amazing.
The naturist version.
And is it true that you're meeting up later with Jim Robinson?
No,
Alan Dale.
I met Alan last night because he's over for a couple of days. He's actually flying out to France this morning to go and do a commercial out there.
How's he doing?
He's great. He's great. We had a really good night. We just sort of.
What's that, Stephen? Got him on. I know, Stephen.
But also, you're still in touch with Jason Donovan.
Yeah, I'm in touch with loads. Yeah, that's.
And Guy
I did
Pearce?
a voiceover with Jace just before Christmas, which was. I pity the poor old producers and engineers in that studio because we hadn't seen each other for ages, and it was just like.
Let's have a look at the Robinson family as we knew them.
Oh,
Here we go.
this is
There's
going
a
to be
still.
fun. Hey!
Lovely.
Yes.
Helen, of course.
What a
Helen
strapping
just
family.
kept on going.
Stefan, that tie and Cardi combo.
I know, it's the Cardi that I used to love, yeah.
I want to talk about the sexiest male category that we've got at Best Soap. Obviously, Shane Ritchie has been nominated.
Shane the Legend Ritchie.
Shane the Legend Ritchie, loving his work. Now, you must have been up for that pretty much every day of the week.
time.
I never won. I didn't even know if I was. No, I don't even know if I was up for it.
You probably were.
I was. Well, see, now they've probably got a soap award for the best villain, but I don't think they did that.
But your character, Paul, was written out, and you went off, I think, to Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
Now, was that a good way to go, do you reckon? But you came back for the 4000th episode, though, didn't you?
No, I came back for the 2000th episode, and that's when I absconded to Rio.
Oh, that's sorry.
Yeah, because I think the first time wasn't that shocking? I think the first time we just sort of sailed off into the sunset, happy family and that, and then I came back because by this stage the actress playing my wife, but yeah, as far as everybody knows, Paul's still in Rio, sort of living it up like Ronnie.
Would you go back?
Sorry?
Would you go back?
To Neighbours? Never say never, but I mean, when I left, I said I'd never go back because it would be suicidal to a career to sort of go back to a show because people said, I mean, contrary to popular belief, I've actually been working non-stop since I left Neighbours. But because it's sort of a lot of it hasn't been on the box, people sort of go, ooh, and then if you go back into the same show, they go,
Harold came back from death, for goodness sake, so you can come back from Rio.
Do you know, I was saying to Stephen, do you know, the funny thing about Harold, because he died
yes,
in the show,
he was smashed on the rocks.
Died,
Yes.
And did you know that was loosely based, or actually very firmly, I think, based on the Australian Prime Minister, Harold Holt.
Who had a near-death experience?
Who disappeared exactly the same way, and I think even near the same location. So there was all sorts of speculation as to...
Guys, thank you very, very much for coming on. It's been lovely talking to you.
We're out of time, I'm afraid, on that part. We trend now towards a break.
Now, we're looking for our own soap expert to appear in this half hour, the Mel and Sue half hour on Rise. Are you addicted to Easties, Corrie, Brookie and Emmerdale? We want to hear from you, and you could be joining us here on this very pea green sofa.
If you have a lot to say about soaps, call us 020 722 14444, text us 83188, start your message with the word Mel Sue, or you can email us at melandsue@risetv.com.
uk. Or you can use that old-fashioned method of writing a letter.
Get the quill out.
Write to us at Mel and Sue, Rise, Unit 316, Whiteley's Shopping Centre, London, W2 4S for Sugar B.
We're sorry to cut you both down. Your prime. It's been a joy to speak to both of you. Thank you. And the Soap
Stephen and
Awards are
Stefan.
on ITV1 this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Join us after the break. We'll be talking to Jerry O'Connell and Anthony Anderson, stars of the new comedy film Kangaroo Jack.
And asking them if, while they were filming in Australia, did they run into any C-list British celebrities whinging about not having enough to eat.
See you in 2.
Bye. Welcome back to Rise.
Yeah. Last night, of course, Kat was kicked out of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here camp. Clearly, the call for her to get them out has clearly been understood. Good, glad I did that well, glad it's live. There's no rewind on that, Sue. There's no play it again, there's no do it perfectly in glorious Technicolor. Just made a mess of it, let's crash on. We're joined by some proper comedians who can speak this morning, which is more than I can do.
I'm a Celebrity, fix my teleprompter.
Yes.
Jerry O'Connell, Anthony. Do we call you Anthony or Anthony?
I want to be called Anthony.
Anthony.
Why don't you call him Antojito?
Antojito.
El Antojito.
Guys, picture the scene.
Organically grown.
Oh, lovely.
This is what I would look like in the palm of your hand.
Did you see the size of that grape I was holding?
Did you see the size of me in your hand right
yes.
now?
I've got you. I've got you.
There you go.
You're cast for a British movie. Let's hear the British accents very quickly, please. First from
Right.
See, I work only with African American men, large African American men, right, with twists in their hair, right. Actually, I bet you didn't know this, but I'm actually a British citizen.
You told us briefly in the break, yes.
My father's British, born in Lambeth.
Lambeth.
Yeah.
Arrested in Hyde Park.
He was. My father was.
And served his time at Pentonville.
Jerry, do you do a bit of the old Cockney rhyming slang and ding dong? Maybe you don't.
It's so funny you say that because I don't.
You don't.
All right, quick lesson, plate to meat. Feet.
Plate to meat.
Plate to meat.
Say what?
They're called, in Cockney rhyming slang, they're called plates of meat.
Right, well,
those are called shelter Adidas where I'm from.
we call them kicks in the hood, you know?
You guys are starring in the #1 box office smash in America. It's called Kangaroo Jack. Everyone's talking about it.
We were talking about it. Went to see you last night, and a damn good show it was too. Well done.
Did you come to that screening?
We were there.
Why didn't you say hello?
We were frightened of your sexual, enormousness.
Why didn't you come down and be like, hey, we're going to be talking to you tomorrow?
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at a clip. Clear action. Let's have a look at a clip.
He's coming to you!
Go get him, big guy! I'm going to get the money, Charlie! I'm going for the money! Lewis, no! Stay still, jacket legs! got the money! That's my man.
That's 3 close ribs.
Now,
Own stunts.
Anton, do you do your own stunts?
Yes, I do. That was me.
You're joking.
I don't know if you guys got the memo, but Antohito is a real man.
Yeah, I'm a real man. You know, we have a saying in Hollywood that pain is temporary, but film is forever.
Now, let me tell you something. All you kids are gonna go see The Matrix. None of those people do their own stunts.
Thanks for calling us kids, because that makes me feel young.
Listen, children.
We're 30s.
Listen, child. In The Matrix, you're gonna see Keanu Reeves. No, he don't do his own stunts. He's not flying. He's got an Asian guy doing all that karate stuff. Anthony and I do all of our own stunts.
You don't have any stunts to do, really. You are light on the stunt front.
You got kicked by the kangaroo.
Yes,
that was
and that's
hard.
it. That's it.
I did. Well, you know, I'm the pretty boy in the movie, so, you know, I got
to keep the face.
I had a manicure and stuff.
So what does that make me?
You're the tough guy.
You're the stunt hilarity.
Oh, thank you.
You're the muscle.
Now, guys, all this week we've been talking about really lame excuses for getting out of things. We've had loads of callers. Somebody rang and they said they had cholera just to get out of a date.
Well, the second one, she said her mum was going into a mental institution.
And she couldn't go to work.
Yeah, which is a good one. Any bad excuses to get out of things?
Well, when we were shooting Kangaroo Jack, Anthony and I, we went out like pretty much every single night. So we were pretty much late every single day. So we just sort of like use each other as excuses mostly.
Yeah.
My personal, my best excuse though was I was late for work in the States. I was late to set, and I was late, chronically late. And I said that it wasn't my fault. My cat didn't wake me up. And that was it.
And that tested presumably quite negatively. They thought, nah.
Yeah, I just wanted to do something that was totally far-fetched.
When you go back, take the cholera one. That's a really good one. It really works.
Actually, you know what works even better these days is the old SARS.
SARS is a winner. Is a winner.
SARS is a winner.
What about hemorrhoids?
Hemorrhoids?
That's a good one.
You think that one will work?
That would let you be late.
No, just walk in and say, you know, I can't come to work. I have a cauliflower on my butt.
We've got Claire on the line.
Claire
Clopland. Claire's from Glasgow, so she doesn't.
Clarice.
Can you? What's your worst excuse, Claire?
There's one day me and my boyfriend didn't want to go into work, so what we did was we phoned up work and we said that the car had been shot at, and that we couldn't go into work because of up from shot.
Up the shop.
Where were you? South of the river?
Were you in downtown, South Central London?
Claire, did they buy it though? Did they buy the excuse?
Yeah, my boss phoned me a couple of times to see if I was okay during the day.
Oh, that's worse when they ring up to check you're all right, isn't it?
Did you then have to pepper the side of your car with sort of bullet holes?
No, I just smashed in the back windscreen.
You just... Claire! She smashed in the back windscreen.
She smashed in her own back windscreen.
That is just for a day off work.
Well, just tell me, what kind of work do you do, baby?
What's she gone? Claire, you still there, love?
Yeah,
What sort of work do you do? Anthony wants to find out.
We work in a call centre.
In a call centre?
Call centre.
A call centre.
I can be honest, I know why you wanted to smash that windscreen in.
How about your boss getting you a bulletproof vest for Christmas?
I've got to say, when you call centres, they are always Scottish.
Yes.
A lot of the time they are Scottish. I just thought I'd say.
They're all up in Scotland.
They're all up in Scotland, that's why.
They are in the States as well.
Yeah. They're all Scottish.
Yeah.
Right, we've got Lisa from York on the line. Lisa. Oh, Lee, sorry.
Lee, hello, Lee.
Morning.
Morning, love. What's your worst excuse?
I used to be in the army, and I couldn't think of a good enough excuse to get out of an exercise I was meant to be going on before I was due to get out. I thought it was pretty pointless me going on exercise if I was leaving.
Yes.
So I went to a brickies yard and bought the biggest paving slab I could, and dropped it on my big toe.
You dropped a paving slab on your big toe. What did you do?
He's lost it.
This is giving you a really false impression of the British public.
No, it's not, mate.
No, it's not.
So you know what? See, black people just call up and say, I'm not going to work. we ain't gonna bust out our window. We ain't gonna drop a brick on our foot. The hell with it. We just get fired. We find another job, get some unemployment. Y'all going through much. Hey, white people, y'all going through too much stuff. Just say you're sick.
But Lee,
I called my mum first, who's a nurse, so she told me this one would heal the quickest and be the least inconvenience to me.
I have no idea what you said.
You know what?
Mother.
Lee's got some problems. I'm sorry. You know, Lee's got.
Lee,
some...
were you at the walkabout last night and this morning?
Yeah, he was.
Because it sounds like it.
Yeah. Lee, what do you do? What do you do now? Obviously, you can't walk
He's
very
a foot
well.
doctor.
But, yeah.
I'm in sales.
You're in sales.
You're inside?
Oh, in sales.
In sales, okay.
It's
I thought he said he needed a
We have
toenail.
Leslie Phillips from Epsom. Ding dong.
Leslie Phillips.
Hello. Leslie, what's
Grab her thing.
Go on.
What's your best ever
Hello, Stella Move. Oh, sorry, I'm sleepy.
Oh,
Unlike your
Shantae.
other guests, my pussy woke me up at 6:30 this morning, so
Right.
I'm a little sleepy.
All right, well, come on. This is live TV, Leslie. Come on, pick it up.
I want to go on. I'm a film writer. I want to come on and say something. We'll get to that later. But my excuse was, do you remember when perms were popular?
When what was popular?
Perms.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It wasn't my first perm, but I went to a new hairdresser, and after about 2 hours, I walked out of this hairdresser with the perm from hell. It was
too tight.
frizzy, fuzzy, frizzy.
I've never seen a perm that wasn't from hell.
Dreadful, just dreadful. And
did you cry?
The day was actually overcast and very stormy and rainy, and I had an umbrella. But then walking through the I'm not mental.
Somebody hang up the phone. Somebody hang up the phone. I heard the woman say she was going to get naked on the couch, but she got a bad perm.
I just woke up. I woke up at 6:30 this morning, everyone.
Come on.
So what was the excuse?
I had the umbrella, but the damp made it worse. So I mean, it looked even worse.
Right.
I got home and I thought, I can't go into work looking like this.
Yeah.
And the storm and the lightning.
Clips of something.
Take your jack clip.
Somebody hang up the phone.
Will you hush your mouth a minute and let this girl speak? So I got home and I suddenly thought, I'll ring up work.
We only got 10 seconds left, Leslie.
Yes, so hush. I ring up work and I'll say, I can't come into work, I've been struck by lightning. And they believe me. And
Leslie, what dope are you on?
In the night, I washed my hair with really
Hook her up with the toe guy. Well, Leslie, we gotta go.
Leslie, we gotta go.
Leslie, 30, 29.
Is she related to Iain?
They believed me. And they took me to lunch.
Right, Leslie, that was
thanks very
unbelievable.
much.
It was concise, it was breathtaking, and I understood all of it.
I didn't
Wherever
hear.
you are, and I think you're probably on Thorazine. Good luck.
I didn't hear what the excuse was, but well done.
You're going straight to number one.
Well done. Okay.
Well done.
That was hysterical.
Get the hair. Yeah. Welcome to Britain, both of you. We're out of time, but better luck with the film.
Yeah. Lovely to meet you. Thanks for coming on. Anthony. Thank